Good morning. My name is Taylor, and I'm here to give you some insight into why knowing the customer is a competitive advantage. How to make the most money in the shortest amount of time possible. This is the basic desire for any for profit business. When a company sets out to successfully market their product, there are certain steps they must take. According to an article by Martin Perez on Moment.com, the most crucial step in marketing is knowing who your customers are, what their wants and needs are, how they shop, what their likes and dislikes are, and how customers behave are important questions every company needs to answer. Knowing who you're selling your product to will help determine everything from pricing and the area of operations to the kind of advertising you use. To help aid in this process, companies use customer engagement data, demographics, and understanding the competition and its customers to ensure success. I recently read the article, Five Techniques to Help You Truly Understand Your Customers by Neil Patel. He states that having a comprehensive knowledge of your customers is key to achieving core business goals. You need to know your customer even better than they know themselves. One of the best ways to optimize customer knowledge is through the collection of customer engagement data. Surveys are the most popular way to obtain this information. They offer a way for customers to directly communicate what they love or dislike about a product. The article even goes as far as to give the three key principles to keep in mind when developing your survey. The first principle is to remove bias, or to ask the customer for their true opinion without projecting your own. This is important in order to figure out what needs improvement. The second key principle is to be concrete, or use simple language that asks for specific responses. Being vague can lead customers guessing what is meant by the question, messing up the data obtained. This can also help you see the value customers get from your product. The final principle is focus. Have your surveys focus on one thing at a time so that you can act on the results. Companies often offer incentives to entice customers into completing their surveys. Burger King offers a free sandwich if you complete the survey with each receipt. Amazon offers gift cards to customers that complete a survey. Gathering the most information possible is key. The negative responses show your areas you should improve on, and the positive responses show you areas to expand on. Another way a company can gain an advantage over the competition is with the use of demographics. The study of demographic data is essential for businesses to make good decisions. Demographics are characteristics of a population that have been categorized by distinct criteria such as age, gender, and income, and are used to create marketing strategies. According to an article on Deed.com, demographics are important because they provide a broad understanding of the different characteristics of a population. Businesses use this information to better understand the customer base so they can make more strategic business and marketing plans. Businesses can track official records of births, marriages, deaths, and migrations, and conduct consumer polls and online surveys to obtain all the information they need. That demographic data is then used to aid a company in developing marketing strategies, conducting economic analysis, and in identifying ideal target market. For example, the Coca Cola Company often depicts young men and women in their ads because they believe young adults are more likely to purchase soda. They learn this from demographic studies that show adults are more health conscious and avoid soda more than teens do. Deodorant companies like Axe Body Spray often depict using men using the product and instantly becoming irresistible to women. They do this because demographic studies have shown most men get a powerful sense of gratification when women are attracted to them. Coca Cola can be used as an example of a company that also failed to use demographics in advertising. In the 1980s, Coca Cola was experiencing a drop in sales. To counter the drop, the company decided to create a new, sweeter tasting soda. The initial test showed people liked the flavor, so Coca Cola pulled the old Coke from the shelves and started selling only the new Coke. The result was a disaster. Coca Cola failed to realize that while people liked the flavor of new Coke, they did not want to choose between the two. Customers were familiar with the old design and taste and had an emotional attachment to it. After realizing this, the Coke company listened to the desires of its customer base. They turned around, came back out with the old Coke rebranded as Coke Classic, and brand loyalty and sales spiked. Another way you can gain an advantage in business is by researching the customer base of your competitor and how they have succeeded or failed in reaching the customer and developing brand recognition. How are they looked upon and received by the public? Knowing this can give you an edge in carving out your own part of the market. Unless your product is a new invention, you will be competing for customers that more than likely already use a different product. I recently read an article titled Understanding Your Competitive Advantage on pathwaylending.org, and according to this article, the most important thing for a company to do is to craft a unique value proposition. This is a summary of why a customer should buy your product or service, what sets you apart from the competition. The article states that pricing, product, and customer experience are very important. Your pricing is important. For example, let us say you are selling a high end item directed at wealthier people. You should be aware of how prices are seen by this group. Too low in your product is seen as cheap regardless of its quality, and too high in your product is scoffed at. Companies who believe they have the newest technology or best product can set prices the same or slightly lower than the competition to take over the market. Companies who build up strong customer loyalty can charge above average for their product, and research shows people still buy from them because they believe in the brand. Smaller businesses have a harder time competing with prices and technological advances larger companies can provide. To help level the playing field, you should focus on creating a good customer experience. Get to know your customer base. Follow them on social media, engage with them to learn what they like and dislike about the products in your field. Social media is a good platform to reach a broader amount of people at once. You can see customer reviews right on the website of any company you want. This easy access can help a company see exactly what areas are working and which need improvement, and can also help determine what people are willing to pay for your product. But social media is also a way for bad reviews to spread quickly. Therefore, knowing the customer is vital. Any mistake, wrongdoing, or defect, and it is spread across the internet almost instantaneously. In conclusion, knowing as much about your customer as possible gives you a distinct advantage over others in your field. Only through an in-depth knowledge of your customers' needs and wants can you know how to best service them and learn about the strengths and weaknesses of your product and that of your competitor. Knowing all this can help even the smallest businesses grow successful.